Australia today. Kembla Grange, 1600 metres, looks like the lined and ready. Here's the call.
Starter at the stand. Ready for race 6. Bit of settling somewhere in the line. The starter just out of shot. He's up now, and they're racing. Pretty good start. River of Diamonds, if not a little bit slow. Soon after, Max Victory away well from the inside. Showing speed, Crimson, and wider out, Golden Apt going fast with Grecian Fire. There's a mad charge for the lead. Lord Covetous is coming over now. And following it around the field is the Driller. Lord Covetous leads from Golden Apt, the Driller, Crimson, Max Victory, Grecian Fire, Amidships, and Rhythmic Wonder very wide. Followed by Sarugi back on the rails. 3 wide near the rear, Ice in Glass. Followed by Leicester Square and River of Diamonds. They're bunched, as you can see. And kicking up Golden Apt holds out Lord Covetous as they make that turn with about 1,000 metres left to go. In third place now is the Driller. Max Victory fourth on the rails, having a cosy run inside. Crimson and Rhythmic Wonders 3 wide. A length Sarugi back on the inside of Grecian Fire and Amidships wider out. And the last trio of horses in a line from inside out being Leicester Square, Ice in Glass and River of Diamonds. Approaching the 600, Golden Apt leads by 3/4 to Lord Covetous. 2 lengths away the Driller, followed by Crimson and River of off the track is Rhythmic Wonder. Then Max Victory, Grecian Fire. Sarugi's having a dream run through on the inside. It's got a mile of room to come through. At the 400, Golden Apt shook off Lord Covetous for the moment. Chasing them, Sarugi down the outside. The Driller running on. Wider out on the track. Out deep is Crimson and Amidships pushing clear. 200 out, many chances. Lord Covetous went to the lead from on the inside, fighting back Golden Apt. Here's the Driller, and from a mile back, Ice in Glass. The Driller hit the lead on the outside. Fighting back on the inside is Golden Apt. The Driller in front, Ice in Glass late. The Driller a long neck, Ice in Glass. Third, Lord Covetous. Fourth was Golden Apt, and close up out wide Amidships, Max Victory. Then Rhythmic Wonder, followed by Crimson, Grecian Fire, Leicester Square. Sarugi had its chance, didn't run on from River of Diamonds last.
Well, what a contest.
Race 6.
Good finish that. 9, 2, 3 and 5. That's the way it looks like they've gone by. Kembla Grange, race number 2 on the New Zealand TAB. And at number 9, the Driller coming with the last run. Looks like it's got up. From the trackside tip, number 2, Ice in Glass, was coming home very strongly as well. But it looks like second is its lot. Then 3, Lord Covetous, and 5, Golden Apt, which led them into the straight. Let's have a look at the replay now, and it's Golden Apt close to the fence, number 5, which is in front. But going to it is number 3, Lord Covetous, and down the outside, here comes 9, the winning run of the Driller. And just on the inside of that, number 2, Ice in Glass, coming from the ruck in a big hurry. But 9 hits the front, the Driller. Ice in Glass coming very quickly, and Lord Covetous just shading Golden Apt as they go to the line. Blanket finish, but you'll find that's the way they go by. 9, 2, 3 and 5. That's Kembla Grange race 2, brought to us in association with Qantas. Let's have a look at the latest market on race number 8 here at QE2 Park. It's the 3rd South Island Championship qualifier, first through to the final on Saturday night. Time to go at 10 past 5 in about 7 minutes time. Number 1, Corey Star, Dave Bush, 580 and 250. 2 is Parkvale Chief, John McNamara down from the north. 385 and 120 is Parkvale Chief. I think John's still up north, but he sent the dog down, and it's well supported. 3, Cinema, Ray Adcock, 780 and $1.80. Number 4, Mr. Janza, Nigel Rugg, 315 and 95 cents. That greyhound is the favourite. 5, Aquazoom, John Good, 26.25 and $6.80. 6, Sneak and Kiwi, talking to Dennis Watson earlier, 19.25 and $8.80 the sprinter. 7, Illegal Jewel, Ray Adcock, 10.20 and $3.60. And 8, Carte Blanche, John Allen, 5.80. $2.65, 9 and 10 the reserves not required. The 3rd South Island Championship qualified, time to go at 10 past 5. Let's have a look at the strategic investment, looking for another here. 50-cent units, and this combination will just cost you $6. Should put you in the running for a fair way too. It's a good field. 3, Cinema, looks tough to beat, and you can't really leave out 4, Mr. Janza. Now this is the big question mark dog, really, because it hasn't raced in New Zealand since December. But anyway, we'll put it in on top. For second, add Parkvale Chief, the Northern Visitor, so we have 2, 3 and 4 for second. And in for third, we're going to throw in numbers 7, Illegal Jewel, expect improvement from that greyhound, and 8, Carte Blanche. And as I say, 50-cent trifecta units, and they'll only cost you $6. Strategic investment today. Let's have a look at Australia race number 3 now. It's another race from Flemington, the Systems Handicap. and it's over 1,640 metres. Number 1 is Shaggy Bob v. Jurek, the rider, 320 and 225 it opens at. 2, Queen of Melbourne, 585 and 2 even. 3, Palance M. Clark at 670, 180. 4, Clary's Turn, S. Baster, the rider, 1195, 290. Number 5 is Munition, 775 and 255, Rod Grippus, the rider. 6, Delgara, P. Hutchinson, 1280, 295. 7, Not Tomorrow, D. Nikolic, 950, 280. 8, Brave Talk, S. Win, 4505, 845. 9, Ritual Snip, C. Williams, 2580 and 655. Number 10 is Naranto, B. Preble, at 1590 and 445. 11 is Springtane, S. Highland, the rider, at 1680 and 515. And 12 completes the field. Code and Dancer, J. Stops, at $38.50 and $8.30. Race number 3 from Australia comes to us from Flemington, and we look forward to taking that live on trackside. Our next race live on trackside, though, only about 5 minutes away, and it is race number 8 here from QE2 Park. And one of the more fancied runners is number 3, Cinema. And to get a reason why, well, the last time it started out of box number 3 was at QE2 Park, and it showed too many guns for them.
Ready and racing. Jumping JJ jumped out fairly well on the inside. Cinema beat it out to the lead, and going up on the outside is Fiji Baby heading for the bend out of the straight. And then a wee break back. There we go, Jumbo Jewel. One getting around the outside now and running into it as they go down the back. Looks like starting to run on there. Cinema is it, and they're followed further back there by Fiji Baby's got a bit to do, but out of the back, and Cinema's the leader. Cinema but jumping JJ's right on its tail. About 4 or 5 back. Fiji Baby out wide on the track there. That one is Raffia. Up they come, and in front is Cinema. It's still doing a good job, and Cinema gets there. Cinema got there. Second home was Jumping JJ, about 3 lengths away Fiji Baby. Single Swazi running on late. Further back there on crossing Jumbo Jewel. Further back there behind Jumbo Jewel where Jed's World and Honey's Dolly was one of the last ones to come home.
Well, that was impressive earlier last month, Cinema, and got home nicely out of box number 3 and could well do so again. The other very interesting runner in this race is Mr. Janza, and this greyhound has come back from New Zealand. And interesting to tell you that the supplementary steward has informed me the greyhound has had 3 races in Australia since his last start in New Zealand, which are not listed in the form guide. The first of those was in January, and he won over 457 metres at Gold Coast, and 2 runs since have been at Albion Park in Brisbane for a 3rd over 600 metres and a 6th over 600 metres. The last of his races in Australia was back in February. Just a bit of inside information on Mr. Janza. He does hold the track record at Manukau in Auckland. He's a super sort of an animal. Well, we've got the result from race number 2 from Australia. Let's have a look at that. Number 9, the Driller, got home. Good money too. 47.70 and 10.65. 2, Isinglass, second, the trackside tip at $2, and 3, Lord Covetous, third at $1.80. The Quinella 2 and 9, $77.20. The Trifecta 9, 2 and 3, $1,646.35. It was the Vianda Cross Handicap, race number 2 from Australia today. It came to us from Kembla Grange. Our next from Australia is from Flemington at 5:20. But now in association with Eukanuba Super Premium Dog Food, we head down to the start, 560 metres. It's race number 8 on our card. The first leg of today's TAB double, the 4th leg of pick 6. 500 plus live units still with half of pick 6 to go. $50,000 guaranteed pool. First 2 greyhounds in this race through to the final of the South Island Championship, to be run on Saturday night here at QE2 Park. That'll be live on trackside. It's worth $12,000. It's going to be a super race. Well, the favourite here is number 4, Mr. Janza, the greyhound I have been talking about. $3.35 and $1.35 is the money. Now, the greyhound has had 4 starts in New Zealand for 1 win and 2 placings. And that win was at his very first look at the Manukau track in Auckland, and he broke the track record there, and that is no mean feat. That was a heat of the Derby, which he won by about 12 lengths. And then in the Derby he ran second behind Avalon Star after getting well out of his ground. Stormed home for second behind Avalon Star. His other 2 races in New Zealand, Mr. Janza, were back in November here at QE2 Park. And unfortunately, in the New Zealand Championship final, which he qualified quite impressively for, he fell over when looking for racing room going into the back straight. And there he is, number 4, Mr. Janza, a red fawn dog by Brutess out of Key Dancer, very nicely bred, brought in from Australia by Nigel Rugg, who's presently training at Wainoni here in Christchurch. So Mr. Janza the favourite, 3.35 and 1.35, but by no means the end of the chances in this particular race. We just saw the winning style of number 3, Cinema, $4.60 and $1.50. There's Cinema's head just disappearing from shot as we look again at Mr. Janza. And Cinema is the second favourite. Third favourite is number 2, Parkvale Chief, the North Island visitor, at $5.05 and $1.80. Goes in the checked rug. Here's Cinema. Dave Davies handling for Ray Adcock. Dave Davies works for Ray Adcock at Homebush. There's number 2, Parkvale Chief. 3 starts here at QE2 for 2 placings, so he's been round here, drawn in handy. Last start 4th at Wellington and ahead of the Futurity behind Red Tab. Suited by the 560 metres, must be a big chance. Collars and leads come off now as greyhounds go forward for race number 8. Still alive in pick 6, all the best. $50,000 in the pool. And the way things are going, if you can stay live, could be in for a very big payout. Last few going in. Mr. Janza generally a bit slow from number 4. We'll see if that's the case today. Very interesting race once again. 310, 140 the money for Mr. Janza. Round comes the bunny with his call on the 8th. Here's Trevor.
Ready and racing. A good break it was too, and one of the best out through the middle was Cinema, and going up as Carte Blanche, very wide out Illegal Jewel. Round the first turn, getting a beautiful rails run there is Corey Star, and they're followed by back behind them Illegal Jewel. Now it's just lost his place. Now Mr. Janza's last. He's starting a run, but he's still 10 lengths from the leader. They race out of the back, and Cinema's the leader. Cinema in front, Corey Star. Right on their tail is Carte Blanche. 2 lengths back, Illegal Jewel. Back in the outside, Parkvale Chief. They head in, and the leader now, Corey Star, and out wide Cinema, still keeping up a good run. It's too good. Cinema gets there. Corey Star and zooming home late Carte Blanche, and they're followed out wider on the track by Parkvale Chief. Right in amongst them also, we had Aqua Zoom with Mr. Janza sneaking Kiwi back, and so too towards the tail. One that I missed there must have been Illegal Jewel.
Worth a watch. Cinema. Done it again. Good effort this, led throughout 3 the weight. And, well, kept away from Corey Star when it looked like Corey was going to down it. Let's have a look at them as they head down the back here. And it's Cinema in front. Now, Corey Star, he's an old campaigner, and he's right in behind the leader at this stage, and he looks tough to beat. 8 Carte Blanches right there. 2 lengths back there, 7 Illegal Jewel. Gap back then, Parkvale Chief, 2 the chicks running on. Out wide you can see Mr. Janza, but after a very slow start, the favourite was never in the hunt. Around the corner they come, and Cinema, the leader, goes a bit wide. Corey Star ducks the inside and starts to finish home well. Then Carte Blanche, 8 the pink in the centre. And wider out you can see Parkvale Chief zipping home, but it's too late. Cinema, it's the one that scores, gets there comfortably. 2.5 lengths. Second over. Tight. Corey Star gets the call the inside ahead of 8 Carte Blanche, and then Parkvale Chief number 2 is the next one over. Let's have a look at the head-on shot. Mr. Janza very slow from number 4. You can see he came up with the lids very, very slow to go. Cinema best out, runs out to the centre of the track. See number 5 Aqua Zoom just going across on a couple of runners there, Sneaking Kiwi and Illegal Jewel. We were hoping that Sneaking Kiwi would get out and go, but she just didn't get the jump at all, the sprinter. 33.91, so the slowest heat so far. So whistle on round this bend. You can see Mr. Janza just having a few problems getting around there. And it's Cinema that's in front, 3, 1 and 8. And in fact, that's the way they went by. So number 3, Cinema. Back at the head of the field, handled by Dave Davies today. For Ray Adcock, who trains at Homebush. Cinema raced by the Stop the Bus Syndicate as a brindle dog, a brindle bitch I should say, brindle bitch by Pretty Short out of Sweet Avalon, and is a litter mate of Avalon Star. And on ability, probably isn't that far behind either. We'll have the result through shortly on race number 8 from QE2 Park here in Christchurch. Let's have a look ahead though to race number 3 from Australia. The latest market there, it's Flemington, time to go at 5.20. The Independent Storage Systems handicap, 1 Shaggy Bob, 4.70, 1.95. 2 Queen of Melbourne, and that at the moment is at 6 and 2.10. 3 Palance at 7.15 and 2.10. 4 Clary's Turn at 10.30 and 3.10. 5 Munition, 11.30 and 3.75. Number 6 Delgara, 9.20 and 3. 7 Not Tomorrow, 4.90 and 1.85. 8 Brave Talk, 53.15 and 11.10. Number 9 Ritual Ship at 32.50 and 8.35. Number 10, Nerento, 9.90 and 2.90. 11, Springtain, $22.60 and 7.05, and 12, Coden Dancer, 45 and 9.20. The third from Australia, Flemington, time to go at 5.20 in about 5 minutes time. Let's have a look at the trackside selections for this race. The best bet would have been on the mark today too from Australia. Number 2, Queen of Melbourne, has more weight than ever before and up in class, but it's got the ability to match, so stick with Queen of Melbourne, number 2. And trackside tester, number 5, Munition, is nearing its peak again, so it needs to be thrown in. Last start 4th, and ridden by Rod Griffiths, must be a show. And let's have a look at the bookmakers' opening market in Australia. At 3-1, we're number 1, Shaggy Bob, and 2, Queen of Melbourne. And at 6, Clary's Turn, that's number 4 in the book. And at 7-1, number 3, Palance, and 7, Not Tomorrow. That's Australia. Race number 3, coming to us from Flemington at 5.20. Let's have a look at the market from across the Tasman as it stands. And number 1, Shaggy Bob, it opened at 4 and holds steady at 4-1. 2, Queen of Melbourne, 2-1 short. Number 3, Palance at 25. 4, Clary's Turn at 12. Not much change in the market there. 5, Munition at 9-1. Delgara looks like the mover. Number 6, in from 11 to 8. 7, Not Tomorrow, 9-2 and holds steady. 8, Brave Talks and Outsiders, gone out to 100-1. 9, Ritual Snip at 40-1. 10, Nerento from 7 out to 9-1. And over the page, 11, Springtain at 16-1, and 12, Coden Dancer is drifted out to 120-1 at Flemington.
Each Friday night, Sheldon Merthyr lets you in with the hot goss from the mainland with the Southern Preview at 10 o'clock.
Mark from Washworld, offering our first franchise site here at Te Rapa Strait, Hamilton. This site will offer 8 self-service car washing bays for all types of vehicles, 24 hours a day. Call us on 0800 833 600 for more details.
There's a uniqueness about our culture. Sometimes you wonder what makes it so powerful. Why Curie singing Po Kari Kariana can send shivers up your spine. Or why the All Blacks haka can send shivers through the other team. But you know that side by side we can take on the world. Who are you? You're a New Zealander. And who are we? We are the Bank of New Zealand.
Come racing at Alexandra Park this Friday for the Auckland Trotting Club's Queen's Birthday meeting. The feature event is the $15,000 Faster Trotters Cup. Be in with a chance to win a $500 spot prize. Plus, you can still be in to win a Hyundai Accent car in the Best Bets promotion. Get down to Alexandra Park this Friday night for night entertainment you can bet on. First race, 6:20.
Hi everyone, I'm here to announce a brand new addition to the Trackside Channel programming schedule. Starting Friday, June 2nd is the International Report, a monthly look at worldwide racing. This exciting new program has been made possible by the Classic Fame Syndicate in association with Newbury Park. The Newbury Park International Report, starting Friday, June 2nd on Trackside Channel.
Welcome back to Wednesday Trackside, and there's a shot you might see in the cinema. Beautiful. It's here in Christchurch. Rather cool though, I can tell you that. Let's have a look at what cinemas paid. Number 3 in race 8, $4.20 and $1.30. The second favourite, 1 Corey Star, the old timer's gone a beauty, $2.25. 8 Carte Blanche, third at $2.15. Quinella, 1 and 3, $8.75. Trifecta, 318, $122.65. Looking ahead now to race number 9, the 4th and final heat of the South Island Championship. Still 2 places up for grabs for Saturday night's final. And this is time to go at 5:30. The opening market, 1 Noble Talent, Graham Barron, 605 170, change of trainer, used to be up north. Noble Talent now down with Graham Barron here in Christchurch. Second leg of the TAB double today too, this is. 2 Avalon Command, Rosemary Blackburn, 482.30. Number 3 Aqua Blast, John Good, 20.55 and 3.10. Number 4 Single Swazi, Nigel Rugg, that was at 6 and a bit more. Also missed Twisty Vine, number 5. That's at 390 and 105 at Twisty Vine, and it's down 1.4 kilograms in weight, and that's 0.7 of a kilogram lighter than it's ever won before. Number 6, Tangier Star, Dave Bush, 10.45 and 2.25. 7, Mr. Fagan, Tony Dickens, 14.30, 7.05. And 8, Fiji Baby, Ray Adcock, he's done well today in these qualifiers, 5.60 and $1.90. And numbers 9 and 10 are scratched, the fourth and final South Island Championship qualifier at 5.30, race 9 on the card. Strategic investment for this, 50-cent units we like, on numbers 2 and 5 to win. In fact, here's Flemington.
Away well, and getting out smartly over on the outside then is Palance, being followed by Ritual Snapper, and a bit further back in the field came Munition over on the inside of Clary's Turn, and Delgara back behind them, Brave Talker, and Shaggy Bob has dropped out to last. 1,300 metres left to go, and Narando has dashed to the front by a length and a half. Queen of Melbourne settling in the box seat there over on the inside, being followed closely a bit further back by Coden Dancer, and they're closely attended over on the inside by Ritual Snip, Not Tomorrow. Then came Springtime, a length and a half to Palance, followed by Clary's Turn, Delgara. Munition is third last. Shaggy Bob's a long way back, second last, and Brave Talk last of all. 900 to go. And Narando bowling along leads a length to Queen of Melbourne in the box seat, a length and a half, Coden Dancer. Then Not Tomorrow in the inside of Ritual Snip, a length and a half, Springtime, Delgara. Over on the inside is Palance, being followed by Shaggy Bob, making ground. Clary's Turn in behind them on the rails, followed by Munition and Brave Talk, rounding the home turn. 600 metres left to go. Narando leading about a half length in advance here of Queen of Melbourne. In third place over on the outside, Coden Dancer, and wider still is Ritual Snip as they straighten up with about 450 to run. Queen of Melbourne on the outside, moving up very quickly to tackle Narando. As they come to the 400, they're out by length and a half. Not Tomorrow finishing on. Down the outside, Delgara coming from a fair way back, and so is Shaggy Bob as they come to the 300. Queen of Melbourne tackling Narando, and down the outside, Shaggy Bob joining in with Delgara, and Not Tomorrow's in the centre. Queen of Melbourne is the leader, but Shaggy Bob rattling home down the outside, but ducking in under pressure. Queen of Melbourne still the leader. Shaggy Bob getting to it on the outside. I think it's got up Shaggy Bob. Might have just got up Shaggy Bob from Queen of Melbourne in a photo. Not Tomorrow third. They're followed by Munition, and further back in the field came Delgara, Springtime, Narando, followed by Clary's Turn. Palance, Ritual Snip next to last, Brave Talk, and last of all, Coden Dancer.
And Flemington, race number 7 over there, but race number 3 here in New Zealand on the New Zealand TAB. 1, 2 and 7 looks like the way they've gone by, and they've got photo in the frame, but number 1 Shaggy Bob was running all over the place, as we'll see in the replay. At this stage it's the trackside tip in front. Number 2 Queen of Melbourne in the hood closest to the fence, but out wide you can see 1 Shaggy Bob's running about a bit, ducks in under pressure, but it's still coming home the better. And in behind them number 7 Not Tomorrow is going to hold third, but as they go to the line it looks like 1 Shaggy Bob, the top weight, 57.5 kilograms, got up over on the outside, claims 3 kilogram though I see, and looks like it's got up to nut. Number 2 Queen of Melbourne, and for third number 7 Not Tomorrow. 1, 2 and 7 the way they've gone by. Qantas bringing us race number 3 from Australia. And back to our strategic investment with Flemington sneaking up on us there. Strategic investment for race number 9 here at QE2 Park in Christchurch. 50-cent units. This combination will cost you $8. And 2 and 5 we like to put on top. Number 2 Avalon Command, and 5 Twisty Vine, that's the favourite. 2, 4 and 5 for second, so we throw in number 4 Single Swazi. And for third, well, most of the field, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 and 8 worth throwing in. So you've got 6 runners for third, and that combination for 50-cent units only costs you $8. Let's have a look at the latest market, race 9 here at Christchurch. 1 Noble Talent is now at $7.20 and $2.20. 2 Avalon Command, $3.90 and $1.95, plenty of support for that, second favourite. Number 3 Aqua Blast, $18.20 and $3.55. 4 Single Swazi, $7.65 and $3.30. Number 5 Twisty Vine, $3.90 and $1.05, joint favourite. Number 6 Tangier Star, $11.80 and $2.85. 7 Mr. Fagan, $7.95 and $2.75. And at number 8 is Fiji Baby, and that is at $5.30 and $1.95. The result from Australia, race 3 over there from Flemington. Number 1, Shaggy Bob got there, 5.15, 1.95. 2, Queen of Melbourne, 1.50. 7, Not Tomorrow, 2.60. Quinella 1 and 2, $6.65. Trifecta 127, and that has returned $84.45. Treble today from Melbourne, 1, 2 and 3. From Australia, I should say, not Melbourne. Queen of Melbourne. It was from Flemington, and also Kembla Grange. 5, Stately Bay, 9, The Driller, and 1, Shaggy Bob, $772.80. Treble well worth getting. Substitutes, second leg number 4, Sarugi. Third leg number 1, the winner, Shaggy Bob. And we're back at QE2 Park, and the lights are well and truly on here. It is rather dark. Well, the favourite here is number 5, Twisty Vine, $3.80 and $1.20. And she's in rather good form. Last start was May 15th at Invercargill, and on that occasion, running over 732 metres, set a track record down there out of box 7.
Racing, field away, getting out well was past the jug from 2 heads for the front. Over the outside of those then to Twisty Vine, the favourite, roaring forward on the outside. Will share the lead the first turn. Just behind those then to Anrod. A couple went wide. Taylor's Dream right off the course. He's gone back to last, but the pacemaker Twisty Vine skipped away 5, 6, 8 lengths. Holding second past the jug. Miss Compadre and Anrod the next 2. Then single Swazi being followed back behind those by Awesome Star. Back a little Hometown Lass. And the tail ender is Tyler's Dreamer. Round the turn for home, Twisty Vine. This is all over. It's away in front. It's Twisty Vine. He's shortening up stride a bit. They're starting to close on him, and Single Swazi's roaring home. Twisty Vine gets there from Single Swazi, Miss Compadre. It's third. Just back behind those, a bit of a space away to the...
And the first 2 runners in that event. Track record run, 732-metre race at Invercargill on Monday, May the 15th. Twisty Vine and Single Swazi both line up today, and in association with Eukanuba Super Premium Dog Food, the Eukanuba Greyhound Racing Service takes us down to the start, 560 metres. We can tell you that Twisty Vine number 5 is at $3.60 and $1.45. We've had some very exciting racing so far in the South Island Championship heats. 3 heats have gone, so we've found 6 finalists, and the first 2 in this heat will make up the 8 that will do battle for $12,000 here on Saturday night. You can see the South Island Championship live here on Trackside. And the greyhounds making their way down to the winning post. They'll do a circuit and head back, and by the time they get to the boxes, it'll be pretty much race time, due to go at 5:30. In pick 6 today, I think there's only about 89 live units left, with 2 races left to go, so who knows, there is a possibility it could jackpot to next week. And reminding you that pick 6 next week is on Thursday, so Greyhound pick 6 is moving to Thursday from next week, and that means that our next pick 6 will be on the Auckland Greyhound Racing Club on Thursday the 8th of June. And I know the Auckland Club will be hoping for a jackpot here today, and that could well happen depending on who wins these last couple of races. Most pick 6 tickets presumably would be on number 5, Twisty Vine, $265, $145 the money as they make their way back to the boxes. And as I say, once they get back there, there'll only be about a minute or so to go till the start. Second favourite is 2, and that is Avalon Command at $425 and $160, and Strategic Investment have 2 and 5 on top today. Well, Trevor Wilkes, our commentators, called in 6 finalists so far for the South Island Championship, but 2 more places to be found. Trevor, who do you think they'll go to?
Oh, I'll have to go Aquablast 1 as a real outside chance, and really Twisty Vine. If Twisty Vine's handy, you know, it's got to be 1, 2, doesn't it? But for a bit of value, 18 to 1 at the moment, Aquablast. I think it's a greyhound that jumps well and, you know, just keeps plodding away there, and I think it won't be far away.
Aquablast, number 3, well worth throwing into your trifectas at that sort of money. And John Good trains Aquablast, and he had earlier in the heats Aqua Floss, which narrowly missed out on the final. It almost gunned down Jigs Harcourt. That was a very big effort. So John Good will be trying hard here with the Aquablast, number 3. 1 minute to go until tote close. Twisty Vine, $265, $145. Another greyhound in shot there along with those runners, and just stopping there was number 2, the Czech Avalon Command. We're just going to get a nice shot of it, but she disappeared, so we'll look at Aquablast. That was the one that Trevor liked. And now we move across to number 7, which is Mr. Fagan. And Trevor, Mr. Fagan, 12.20 and 2.75, not quite showing the same dash that he did earlier on.
No, that's right, Mark. He's not. Of course, he was a former top liner, Mr. Fagan, and he did receive an injury, and he hasn't really come back the same. I know that Tony Dickens was a little bit concerned that he may not regain his top